and he was a pillar of the community, and he's just been an example. It's meant so much to all of us to have a dad that stood for what was right. One thing that, the more I thought about this, the more I saw how it was illustrated that Dad gave himself completely to his family. And you know, there's many good ways of being a father, but Dad, we knew his first commitment was to us. And I don't remember exactly what time it was, but I know Dad left for work at the exact same time every morning, and he came home the exact same time every night. And Dad had much to do with his family. And I was allowed to walk up the street to the corner. I wasn't allowed to cross the street, but I could go to the corner, and we lived on the other corner, so that was quite a walk. But Mom would send me up at just the right time to meet Dad, and then I could walk home with him. And that was a special time. The only thing I remember Dad doing, and this could be not right, but it's my childhood memory, the only thing Dad did that wasn't with us was he did go to council meetings on different nights. But other than that, and Navy meetings. But he was just always, he was with us. Dad taught me to ride my bike. I still can remember him running up and down Ohio Avenue, holding onto the back of the bike, and just, he had to have been running pretty fast, and he taught me to ride my bike. Before that, he took a basket and put it on the front of a bike before there were seats for children, and he took out a rung in the front, and my legs could go through, put a blanket in it, and then a belt around it, and he would ride me around. I loved that so much. And it was one of the first things I did with Ann and the rest of my kids as soon as they were old enough, because it meant so much to me. The other thing Dad did, it seemed to me this was every night, but it probably wasn't. But he'd come home from work and he'd lay on the couch, and he was tired, and he liked to have his head rubbed, if I'm not mistaken. And he would pay me pennies. And I just sit at his head and rub it, and it was just wonderful. And then, it didn't seem unusual at the time, but now I realize how unusual it was. I got bored, I guess, doing that, but I was a girl, I liked to comb hair, so I combed his hair. But he let me put water on it. I would dip the comb in water, and he was laying there sleeping or half asleep, and I would just, but can you imagine how uncomfortable that'd be? So Dad, thanks. The other thing is that Dad's hair has been combed the exact, I think, the same way since I was born until this very day, which is very comforting. It's just